fasting all day.
Yeah, I don't blame him at all.
This is Ken Fak Makanleke. This is Charlotte Delmas.
I'll let you guys guess where she's fighting up. Really curious to see how this fight is going to play out.
Oh, man.
We have a clash of styles here. I mean, Charlotte comes from a boxing background. Ken Fak comes from an MMA background. We'll see.
I love that too, and the fact that Makanleke is 6 inches shorter. That means she's gonna have to use certain MMA techniques, right, to try and close that distance now. True. Like your footwork and takedown and stuff. Obviously, you can't finish with those same techniques, but you have to start with those techniques.
Our next fight is a K1 bout presented by Summum Liner. This bout is scheduled for 3 rounds of 2 minutes in the lightweight division. The referee is Junior Leduc. First off, in the blue corner, weighing in at 148.4 pounds, fighting out of Arts Martiaux des Rocs, Gatineau, Quebec. Record at her first K1 fight tonight. Please welcome Ken Fak Makanleke. In the red corner, weighing in at 151 pounds, fighting up Nordic Fight Club, Quebec. Record first K1 fight tonight. This is Charlotte Delmas.
Makanleke in blue. Delmas in red. And I was just about to say, how comfortable does Makanleke look? I mean, taking her time in the ring.
Smiling, dancing.
Smiling, dancing. I mean, I guess the free healthcare does make you feel good.
Everyone has their approach when it comes to fighting.
Absolutely.
Some people just are able to dance, some need to focus.
But we'll see if the experience and age and experience will make up for the difference in height and weight.
I was going to say, are we going to see the same fight as Bourbeau earlier with Graham? And then right away, Makanleke comes in with an overhand.
Big overhand. I mean, it's one way to reach a taller fighter, right?
True. She needs to be careful, though.
Oh,
Charlotte has been going for that high kick.
Yeah.
Her right hand is a little bit low for my liking.
Oh, and Makanleke.
My God, she's going.
Finding her target and just moving forward. Reminding me of Vitor Belfort back in the days.
I remember that. I remember that rush.
Man, that punch just pumping straight, moving forward.
Oh, an 8 count.
Wow.
Yeah, she was not responding with anything.
That's correct. For some people at home, it might look a little, a little early there. But as you mentioned, Jalal, she wasn't responding.
Unanswered shots result in an 8 count.
Yep.
8 count, my bad.
And what is happening there? Maybe an equipment malfunction of some sort.
I don't know.
Maybe they have to fix it. Hi there. Makanleke waving at us. Absolutely.
The first person
Comfortable.
to acknowledge
I know.
us here.
It feels good. It feels good to be acknowledged by the fighters there. Kenfak Makanleke. Write it down. First one to acknowledge the booth. And I do hope I see more of her. I mean, she's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Very entertaining. So whatever issue Charlotte was dealing with has been resolved and she's back in. Oh, much more active.
Delmas found a little opening, but Makanleke, that just woke Makanleke up. Makanleke back on offense.
Man, she's so relaxed. She almost like you forget that she's about to like go in or rush you in with a punch and punch. She slows the fight down and then she comes back in.
She opens up.
Man, those are some hard shots.
And her corner, Makanleke's corner, just telling her to press the action. And they're always telling her basically open up with the jab and then come with a combination, but always the jab is the message that's coming in. And Makanleke, just so much damage and punishment, stalking Delmas, just moving forward.
Let's see, she's taking time to recover. She can't be doing that the whole round. I don't know how that's gonna go for the rest of the fight, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, this first round, what a performance. And, 10 seconds left in the round. Oh no! Makanleke with another big shot. And that brings us to the end of the first round. I don't think there's a lot of doubt as to who took that first round with the standing 8 count, with the offense, with the pressure.
Definitely, I think Kenfak Makanleke took that first round for sure.
What does Delmas need to do here?
Man, I mean, she can't stay there when she's being rushed like that.
She's got to circle.
Yeah, absolutely, and also try to keep her distance. I know it's complicated with fighters like Makanleke that keep rushing on you, but you have to make them respect your punches and kicks as well. Makanleke is rushing in because she doesn't feel anything.
There's no power. There's no threat. Absolutely.
But the job. I mean, Delmas is a taller fighter. She needs to use her jab, use her teep. This is kickboxing, so
she's got to move to the side a little bit more and then punish on her way.
Also.
as she moves to the side, she's got to punish too. She's got to find Makanleke off the side when Makanleke is moving in, right?
True. Take an angle and then try to land something from there.
Almost anything is better than what she's doing right now. Like, she just needs to do anything different. Hopefully her corner's there to guide her in that
She's
way.
had moments where she did counter really well, but then the moment she gets rushed in, she doesn't know what to. She kind of gets lost.
And perhaps she needs to go back into her boxing roots and find out, because in boxing that happens a lot, right? Both fighters do like clash a lot. Now you need to figure out, okay, this person's got more power, a little stronger. They're strong north-south. As a boxer, what do I do in those situations? Then you take that experience and you apply it in K1.
But remember, we talked about this in one of the past events. If they box, you kick. If they kick, you box. I mean,
I love it. Yep. And here we go. And Makanleke does not look that tired. And look at that. Delmas opening up with the offense right now. A little bit more active. A lot of jabs, trying to keep Makanleke away. Delmas now moving a lot better than she was in the first round.
I like the jab, but she needs to put more intent in that jab, not just stick it like that. You know,
Not just score.
Yeah.
It is something that's very hard though, like to convert that when you're sparring, when you're used to sparring a lot, and then you finally have your first, you know, sanctioned fight, right? Like you're not always used to following up when you've landed a big shot too. Oftentimes you kind of like sit back, and that's something that's very hard to learn other than in fights, in fighting situations.
I mean, as much as I don't encourage people to hard spar, but it is essential at the beginning stage of your fighting career. You need to get used to throwing hard shots and also get used to being hit with hard shots.
Yep.
You don't do that every time, but when you're in camp, and especially early on,
Early in the camp.
it's super. I meant early in your career.
Yes.
Like it's very important that you get used to getting hard.
Oh yeah, you know, I find that's the one fundamental thing as a fighter that every fighter needs to have, is to still be able to maintain that vision when you receive punishment.
Of course. Because it's like the flinching reflex. We all have it. Everyone.
It's
we're
natural.
Human. Exactly. But you gotta kind of remove it.
You gotta walk into the fire, right?
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Delmas has been having a better round.
This is a much better round from Delmas.
I think Makanleke has slowed down a little, and
It's a big factor. Cardio is a big factor tonight.
for sure.
And it's proving still. Makanleke, but Makanleke now
Better round from
interested-
Delmas, for sure.
much better round from Delmas, but I'm interested now to see if Makanleke is just using that second round as a buffer to finish the fight strong, right? That's what we've seen a lot in a lot of these power strikers, where they use the middle rounds to kind of contain so that they can explode to end the fight. And I'm pretty sure that's what Makanleke is going for. Delmas has to be extremely respectful of that in the next round.
That's a dangerous game to play. Take that round off and then come back in for the last. But hey,
yeah,
she has 5 fights. Maybe she is. This is what she's cooking. We'll see.
That's the strat. That's the strat. You win big in the first round. You give the second round, but to prepare for the third round, it's big gambles. But you know, for a power striker like that, you know, if you know you're not going to knock your opponent out, it's almost the only way to do it, right?
True.
Because if you really have nothing left in that third round, then that looks really, really bad.
Exactly.
Right? So you're almost better off throwing that second round in as a gambit. Hopefully nothing too much happens, and you're conserving your energy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be an explosive third round.
For sure, because I'd say it's 1-1 now, so
1-1.
say more.
Winner wins. Winner of the third wins this fight.
That was a hard shot from Delmas.
Delmas
Oh
in
my
red,
God.
Makanleke in blue.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Makanleke is
There
going
we
for
go.
broke.
There you go. Makanleke
She's
now
going for it.
opening up that third round, using that second round to rest, and now exploding in the third round.
See here, if you're Delmas, you're not letting her rest here.
Nope.
She's resting. She's
That's
basically
correct.
resting. She's taking time off.
But
This is where you press her.
at the same time, Delmas is just ate a few punches too. She's like, oh man, is this gonna happen again?
For sure, I agree.
Oh, that uppercut is such a strange uppercut, huh? From Makanleke, like one of those.
It's like an up jab
Yeah,
almost.
it's like an up jab, but from the back, from the power hand.
Makanleke is stealing this round. Delmas needs to get active. She's swinging for the fences. I mean, she's opening herself up. If Delmas gets the right timing on a high kick or something, she could.
It only takes
close
one.
it down. For sure.
Smart strategy there by Delmas, kicking the leg as Makanleke enters to take away the power. She also landed a shot too, but Makanleke is answering. Makanleke now stalking Delmas. Big stride up the middle.
You know, like even if Makanleke is like being wild with her punches, notice that she's always moving her head off center. So when those
Very
exchanges happen, like Delmas is getting hit, but Makanleke's head is just slightly dipped to one side or the other.
Yeah.
And that makes the difference.
She's keeping herself off target.
Of course.
Oh, Delmas almost scoring with a big punch there, but there was not enough power around it. Oh, Makanleke, 5 seconds left. And there it is.
That's it.
Jalal, I'll see you soon.
Yes.
Et on vous remercie d'être des nôtres ici. N'oubliez pas le combat principal, le main event of the evening, avec la ceinture qui est en jeu, la ceinture FLC, dans la catégorie 172 livres. Notre champion Samuel Bunch qui va se défendre contre Joseph Nebong. Et sachez qu'il y a aussi Samuel Bunch, un kiosque avec Don't Blink qui est situé dans la partie à gauche de du ring. Et n'oubliez pas le concours FLC à gagner pendant le show. Donc, vous allez voir des codes QR qui vont apparaître et ces codes-là, vous pouvez vous inscrire. Simplement scanner le code QR dans la salle, s'abonner au compte Instagram ou bien de Facebook et partager une story, une photo, une vidéo en identifiant le compte FLC. Le tirage qui va se faire au sort parmi les personnes qui ont posté ce story ou qui ont publié cette story. Et d'ici la fin de la soirée, 2 beaux lots à gagner avec des billets, des cartes cadeaux et encore plus. Donc, inscrivez-vous. Vous serez peut-être la personne gagnante. Décision qui arrive dans quelques instants. Et on se dirige vers la décision. 26-27. Stéphane Quirion avec 26-27. Alberto Merceda, 24-29. Point important, des points qui ont été déduits pour coup de pied insuffisant. La gagnante dans le coin rouge, Charlotte Delmas. Décision unanime.
Charlotte, quel combat incroyable. Tu as survécu. Est-ce que le résultat t'a choqué ou est-ce que tu étais très confiante?
J'étais pas confiante du tout. Je pensais l'avoir perdu en réalité. Fait que je suis vraiment étonnée puis agréablement surprise.
Agréablement surprise, certainement. C'était quoi tes points forts, tu penserais, durant le combat qui t'ont donné les points pour la victoire?
Je pense que c'est les kicks qui ont fait la différence. Même si j'avais pas l'énergie de faire mes meilleurs kicks, ça aurait quand même payé, je pense.
Mais même avec une victoire, ça donne beaucoup à travailler en fin de compte.
Absolument, il y a beaucoup de choses à améliorer pour la prochaine fois.
Un mot pour le monde ce soir ici au Nordic Fight Club.
Un gros merci à mes coachs, à toutes les personnes qui m'ont soutenu pendant mon entraînement puis d'avoir cru en mes compétences. Ça me touche vraiment beaucoup. Merci.
Mesdames et messieurs, félicitations à Charlotte Delmas.